Welcome back, everybody. This is Brody with Alfonso Investments. I want to thank everybody for joining me here again today. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Want to see any more of these videos? Give me a thumbs up. It's so amazing. We're already at 10 subscribers. Like, it seems like so long ago we had just one subscriber, ourselves. But now we look back many, many, many months later, we're already at 10 subscribers. So who knew we'd come this far? We can move mountains, people. Yep. All right. So anybody interested in taking a look at what I picked up today at FreeCom? What do you get for free anymore? Like, does anybody even kind of find that a little bit weird? Like, I was so happy when I went into the store and he told me it was free comic book day, August 14th, right here. I was like, yeah, come on in, get yourself some free comics. So I asked him, I said, where's the free comics? And he goes, they're over there. So I said, how many can I have? He says, take as many as you like. I only grabbed 3, right? So I was wondering, like, what do you get for free anymore in this world? It's pretty nice of a great store owner like that. Let people in. He's got T-shirts there, and these are the types of content that he's got there. So I picked up these 3. These 3 were interesting to me. One of them because I'm recently a pretty huge Airbender fan. A friend of mine put us on to the last Airbender, which was pretty great. Pretty great animated series. I can't say so much for the movie, but the last Airbender is a pretty good book. Pretty good anime series. So I did pick this one up, The Legend of Korra. I'm really interested to see this one and read it and see what it's like and see if it's if it's good. I love the Uncle Iroh there. If you guys are Airbender fans, you'll know what I'm talking about. So that's actually a pretty good hit, right, for a free comic. I figured out as much, so I grabbed that one. I also grabbed Lady Mechanica. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna give it a little read and see if the foot meets the cover. And then the last one I got was a Star Wars High Republic Edge of Balance. And I picked up a couple Magic singles. So if you guys want to see, thanks for hanging out with me, by the way. This is Brody at Alfonso Investments. If you guys want to take a look and see what I got as far as Magic singles, we can do that. All right, so we got the new comic book day. Give me a second here. Yeah, so we're just going to hang out and have a pretty nice time. I do have something else here from Strange. And let's see. Also, it's worth mentioning, I did get a new webcam. I picked up a new webcam today because I don't really like this one for the fact that I'm having trouble seeing the cards. If anybody notices, can't read the writing on the cards, So if you're going to be doing YouTube, I think best to get a better camera. So I picked up a Logitech. It's $200 for a decent camera. I tried using it, and it does show the cards pretty well, but I couldn't get the microphone to work. So there might be something on Discord that's hijacking my microphone right now, not letting me record sound. So I made a whole video, and then I found out I didn't have sound. The video turned out really good. So I'm excited to maybe do another video. I picked up a Mind Slicer because this is a card, if it's ever been played against you in Commander, you know how good it is. Mind Slicer, it's also a horror. So Mind Slicer is a horror. It's a 4/3. And it was put into the graveyard from play. each player discards their hand. And that's a pretty powerful effect. It's not on a reserve list. This one's about $15. It was from 9th edition. Um, I'm making a discard commander deck. I can show everybody. But I think this is a creature that I had played against me, and it was so powerful that I couldn't really. Yeah, I really was excited to get myself a copy. Cadaverous Bloom. That was another copy that I picked up. It's a Mirage card. 3 a black and a green. An enchantment, choose a card in your hand, remove it from the game, add 2 black or 2 green to your mana pool. So you can do this pretty much at any time that Cadaverous Bloom is on the battlefield. Just pitch a card, any card. You can choose 2 black or 2 green at an instant speed. You can generate mana. It's also on the reserve list, so $16. Pick up a copy of Cadaverous Bloom, and they had a bunch of duels. They had a whole pile of dual lands, and it's kind of funny because at drops they had a plateau, they had volcanic island, and they had this guy in a badlands. So I asked them if I could see what cards, which ones they had in the nicest condition. So this one was the nicest one, apparently. I mean, I don't know how nice it is. We'll have to check it out. Maybe put it under the loop and take a look at the corners. It's not too dinged up. Some of the ones they had, this one's a revised copy. It's got that dark backing to it. Very nice color. Pretty good surface on the back anyway. Some wear, pretty normal wear. Scuffing, a little bit of scuffing on the back of the card. Edges, a little bit of whitening, couple of no real big dings. You say one of the cards they had a ding. This one has more like a little bit of scuffing or a little bit of meh on the back of the little schmengi menengi on the back of the card. And on this side, they got a little bit of the same. Pretty nice surface. Scrubland, so black in it. So Scrubland, that's a pretty good pickup. Pick up a Scrubland just for fun because I haven't picked up any duels in a long time, and now it's not a bad time for a scrub. Scrub a dub. Right on. Well, if you like this video and you saw the last video, War of the Spark, yeah. Why is it every time I watch a Rudy video, I gotta listen to if anybody's this far in the channel, why is it every time I watch a Rudy video these days, now I got to listen to a Wealthsimple trade advertisement? Like that wasn't there 5 years ago. Like you want to talk about what's different? Like nobody listens to Rudy because 5 years ago I said this, and if you were around, you would have got my signals and this and that. You know what wasn't around 5 or 6 years ago on Rudy's channel was Wealthsimple trade ads because you tune in there because I watch him. He's got investment advice on cards, not professional advice though, but I watch him for his content. And I've been following him for a long time, but there was no. So now in this 2021, ladies and gentlemen, in 2021, that's what you get. You've got another generation, and that's you who I'm talking to, is probably young adults that are being targeted by a lot of new technology, like things like trading apps or invest fast. Subscribe to this. It's just a click of the button. Cryptocurrency or whatever. A lot of that stuff is really too simple in a sense, right? So because what is there is no, like, the only thing free is really free comic book day, right? That's why I'm saying free comic book day, everybody. That is real as advertised. When you walk into the store and the store owner is standing there and he's like, hey buds, yeah, you're right, you read the sign, right? There are all the books, here you go, pick whatever ones you like and you can have them. I'll put them in a bag, and that is free. And that is a beautiful thing, when somebody can do that. But then, when you're watching the internet and there's an ad, maybe in the middle of a influencer's video, hey, if you're watching that, you're gonna love this. Watch out for that. I mean, it is not a get rich quick world, and there's a lot of stuff out there that would like you to believe it. But when it comes to things like free comic books, you know, it's good to just stop and enjoy the moment. I was so happy when I saw that. So I do have another package that I wanted to open. All right, so let's get Brody's tool out here. I got one more package. Bam, bam. What I'm buying? Woo-hoo. Yes, yes, sir. So Brody's tool out here. This is something, you know, this is something that come in the mail. And this was actually something that I picked up because I was watching the Moxman, and you know, the Moxman, well, he's a Moxman. And when he says kobolds should be free, I agree. Kobolds should be free. Speaking of free things, kobolds. Do you know what should be free? Just like comic books? Kobolds. Kobolds should definitely be free. You know, new kobolds that cost one. You know, nobody's really excited about that. Nobody's super excited about kobolds that cost mana. Unless you're talking about a certain couple of kobolds. There's the Kobold Taskmaster. That's what we got right here from Legends, everybody. And he gives all your kobolds plus 1/0. And if you remember on our Pack Froish video, a while back, we make Pack Froish video. That's when we were buying singles via box breaks from Legends and a few other sets to get some Pack Froish singles. We did get some kobolds in there, some of the 0 mana kobolds, but we didn't get any like the buffers, like the lords, right? So Taskmaster is sort of a lord. He gives everybody 1/0, and he's 2 mana. And then the Drill Sergeant, he's also from Legends. These are rares. He gives plus 0/1 and trample, which is kind of like it's beefs their butt. So, I mean, giving somebody a bigger butt and trample is kind of the opposite sees, but Taskmaster gives them 1/0. And then there's another one. These two are not on the reserve list. There is another one. There's Taskmaster, Drill Sergeant, and the other one that's on the reserve list. We got to pin that one down, ladies and gentlemen, is the Kobold Overlord. So you want to see if you can find yourself a Kobe Overlordy. These are the kobolds of Kirkkeep. These cost nothing. These are free, especially on Free Comic Book Day. Good day to bring out some kobolds of Kirkkeep. Free kobolds on Free Comic Book Day. More kobolds of Kirkkeep. And more kobolds of Kirkkeep. And more kobolds. Oh, Crimson Kobolds. And Crimson Kobolds. I like the kobolds because I can see there being a little bit more kobold creature type mechanics coming along, and I don't want to be sitting there going, hey, I should have bought some kobolds. So I already had a few kobolds, but I didn't have so many of the lords. And if, you know, kobolds maybe becomes a thing that's viable in Commander, and it may already be. If it depends on if you have Roga of Kirkkeep, which is another kobold lord. I think we're hunting that one down too. Yeah, Roga of Kirkkeep and the other. There's starting to be like almost enough kobolds, Rograk, and a few of the other new ones that, you know, kind of make it viable to make a kobold deck. So long term, it's probably better to pick up a few copies than a few less copies. All right. Well, this is me and Gundam, the RX-78-2 version, standing by at Alfonso Investments. It's been a real pleasure hanging out with you guys. If you like the video, give me a comment. It's really the kind of the only way to keep pumping along here in YouTube land. We're going to keep rocking and rolling. We got a bit to say. Yeah, we're poking around out there. Don't forget about us up in the North Pole. Alfonso Investments. Have a nice day.